Hi, I'm John English. In this video, you and I are going to discuss how the power of life moves through the map that is the medicine wheel to provide a transformation for you in your life. First, I want to let you know that there's a video post on an introduction to the medicine wheel here at my blog. If you just landed here and you haven't watched that video, I recommend that you first watch that video and then come back to this one. It will be helpful for you to do so in working with what we're going to present in this video. I'll be right here when you get back. The medicine wheel is truly awe-inspiring. As I mentioned in previous posts, there are so many ways to utilize it to work with the creative principle that I call the power of life. In using the medicine wheel as a map of transformation, you can journey around the wheel from the south to the west and the north and then to the east. For our example of working with the medicine wheel as a transformation map, we're going to use a pattern of lacking the courage to make changes in life to achieve what one wants. As I mentioned, the first direction in this process is the direction of the south. The south is the direction where you shed your past and your programming, where you release your attachment to the story. So for our example, we have the story of not having the courage to make the changes that are going to lead to the success in your life that you desire. So it is in the south direction that you release this story and actually shed it as the serpent sheds its skin. Then you will no longer identify with it, and you will receive the energy and the power of the south to change the pattern. By having removed your identification with the pattern and your personal story surrounding it, you will be free to look at it differently and completely release it. Next, you take this pattern of yours from the south direction to the west direction. The west is the direction of death and transformation. So with our example of not having the desired amount of courage you want, this pattern has to die, and then you will become transformed as a result. In this case, you want to operate with courage. Because you no longer identify with your story surrounding this, you're able to open up and look at things differently without blaming yourself. In the west direction, you find out how you received the programming of this pattern that you shed in the south. This is usually the result of some kind of social conditioning we received from our family of origin and our culture. It is in the west direction that we realize we've been projecting our beliefs, opinions, judgments, and in the case of our example, the pattern of not having enough courage onto the world outside of ourselves. All of this projection actually comes to the light of our awareness in the west. The element associated with the west direction is fire, a very effective way to release all of this projection. And the pattern is to write a letter about it and burn it in the fire. Now it's time to move on to the north. We move from the west direction up to the north, where we integrate all that we've learned from actually having this pattern in our lives. It is in the north direction where we observe our behavior and look for our opportunities to choose differently. In the case of our example, we look for opportunities to choose courage over fear. We look for opportunities to move forward with the full power of life and its courage. This is much easier to do, and even possible, when it didn't seem so before, because we have released the story and shed the pattern energetically. Removed the social conditioning and programming surrounding the pattern, and identified the way we project it onto the world. This action of observing our behavior in the north and integrating the lessons of what we've learned from the pattern leads to the transcendence of the east. It is in the east where we transcend the issue. We move from the north to the east and we actually transcend the issue and develop a new vision for our lives without it. This brings a new level of clarity to our lives as we're free to live without the pattern. This is the clarity of the east, organizing the power of life. And then you're ready to move around the medicine wheel again, back to the south, as you identify the next way that you want to grow. The next thing that you want to change about yourself and your life. The process of using the medicine wheel for transformation is a spiral. Your life becomes a spiral of awakening where you begin to move, expand, and create more consciously, just like the power of life does. This process of transformation expands the time and space in your life and brings you the necessary energy and power to live in peace, prosperity, and the joy of your spirit. It's been a pleasure and honor to share this process of using the medicine wheel with you. Please scroll down below this video and leave a comment. And also let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to join our list to the left of this video, and we will notify you when we post more. I really do enjoy hearing from you. So let us know if there is anything in particular that you would like to learn about the medicine wheel and the power of life. Thank you.